right, we're back at it. Dutch and Andrew and Dutch. Dutch, I love what you were saying before we went on to the break. So here's people that are in this little doom and gloom Eeyore cloud, right? They hate their job. It's horrible. It always cracks me up, right, when people say that because it can't be them, right? Hey, man, and let me tell you guys, if you find the perfect place to work, don't go there because you'll screw it up. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second,
but they don't need you.
No, right. I want to go to a screwed up place. Like you said, if it's a horrible place, that is the best news for me. And I say this all the time. When bad news happens, get happy. Because all that is, if there's not a big problem there, then you don't need me. You don't value my big solution. But the problem is most people, they're telling, oh, this job's horrible. You're the problem. You're not the solution. You're being an Americant, not an American. You want to shine and rise to the top? I'm telling you. You walk in there, and whenever we're in a meeting, and the boss drops on this big thing that we have this huge deadline, and and everybody's like, we can't do that. Be the one that stands up like, yeah, we can. Let's see, how will we do it? We'll get it done. I ain't worried about it. No worries, I'll get it done. You put it on my plate. People are like, what? Yeah, and then go to work and get it done. Opportunities are everywhere for you to rocket up the chain. You do not have to be stuck on the rat wheel, as our friend Sentinel says, right? If you're stuck on the rat wheel, you're the problem. There's no reason to be on the rat wheel. I don't care if the worst thing on the planet happened. That is great news for you because you come in and provide a solution. That's it.
And then you let them know. Because if the thing is that a lot of people, like you said, they're the problem. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the things that we're suggesting. So they're stuck there for their reasons. They're blaming others like we do. We do that. We blame others for our situation, our condition, when we have access to all the solutions. I'm going out there. I'm trying to find reasons, and then I'm showing the bosses how much money I've saved. I'm showing the
yeah,
things.
I am. And I'll remind them every time. Hey, you remember when I saved you $38 million at one time?
Exactly. And guess what? If you're in a place right now, you're saying, oh, they're not going to appreciate it, then you save everything you're doing, you document it, and you take it with you when you go interview at the next place.
Yeah, leverage that.
This is what I was able to do. This is what I did here. This is how much money I saved them here. Now, they didn't appreciate it, but now I'm searching others that do. But that does not keep you from finding opportunities to build your profile, to get your experience up, to solve huge problems, because this is practice for you. I always say everything I do now is practice for the next big thing.
I know, and I love that, dude. You tell me that, I honestly, you tell me that at least half a dozen times a day, right? And I love, never stop saying that, Dutch, because every time that, if you even think, I'm having a smidge of frustration, or it's not going the way we think we should, we're not seeing the results that we think we should be getting. You're always reminding me, hey, man, this is practice. This is practice for when it's going to be huge. I'm always looking forward. This is just practice. Please keep saying that to me, man. I love that. At least half a dozen times a day you say it.
And it's so true. It is not just true for us. It's true for everybody.
Everybody. I know.
Everybody. And if you embrace it and you believe that, you're going to see it. Your eyes are going to be open to when you get involved with the Get Warrior Tough culture, your eyes are going to be opened and you're going to look at things completely different. I know I said it earlier, but that's the key to all of this. You're going to view things completely differently, and you're going to realize it's like when you buy that car and then all of a sudden you see them everywhere. You see all those cars, like, oh, I didn't realize all these cars just because you bought it. And there's some science involved with that too. And so you recognize all the different brands of vehicle that you just bought, right? They were always there.
Yeah, but you're just now aware of them, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. So Get Warrior Tough is going to open your eyes to a whole new world, and all these different opportunities are going to be in front of you that were always there. That horrible job is now all of a sudden a great job, because I am about to solve all these crappy conditions around here. I'm going to document it. I'm going to show them how much money it's going to save them, and they're going to start looking at me like the golden child. They're going to put me on the next big problem, which usually comes with the next big check, raise, opportunity, promotion, whatever you're looking for.
Right, and then people, I have this, and then you hear this, well, I'm not doing that because it's not my job description. I don't get paid for that. Well, do you want to get paid for that? Because here's how it works. You go in and you do a huge deal, and you solve a huge problem. Then the money comes after, not before. You haven't proved anybody anything. You're going to wait till they pay you before you start doing it? If you owned the business, you wouldn't do that. If you owned the business, you wouldn't pay somebody that wasn't doing, you're going to reward somebody that's stepping up. It's just like when I have my kids. When my kids do good work, I reward them. I don't give them the reward on the front end, hoping that they'll do good work. I mean, that just doesn't even make sense, Dutch. But people actually, they say that to me, man. They actually say that. It comes out their mouth.
Yeah, and you know this, and again, I want to, you know, I always try not to beat up on people, but you need to hear this. You out there, you need to hear it. I need to hear it every day from myself, just to remind myself. Andrew just said that he needs to hear it, so even a high performers need to hear this. This is not abnormal if you're going through this or you see yourself in these ruts. This is very normal, but what we're trying to do is we're trying to give you the way out of it.
Yep.
So if I find myself in it, I have the way out. A lot of us find ourselves in these positions and we don't have a way out. We don't have directions to the hospital. We don't have, you know, the book that's in our bookcase that we can go to and just open it up and get the word and get the solutions from it. You have no idea where it is. So that's where many of you are now. You're dealing with common problems, but you don't have access to the solution. So what we're going to do is we're going to open your mind up to be a place where you can go to get those solutions and you can move forward. That's the key here. That's the Get Warrior Tough culture. That's why you need to be involved.
Right. And so if you guys take away one thing that we're saying tonight, stop with the I don't know and I can't. If the second that you say I don't know, you shut your genius brain down from looking for any more information, because it's never, your brain it knows you're a genius. Your brain knows you're a genius. It'll never go against your genius self. So when you say I don't know, your genius brain will go, "Yup, we don't know," and then the whole thing shuts down. There's science, cognitive neuroscience. They've seen it by brain imaging. They'd be like, "I can't," and then they'll say, "Yup, we can't. You're right, genius Andrew. You can't," and then it shuts down.
Yeah. Your brain is like the yes man. Like we said,
totally.
CEO of you.
It totally.
If you tell your subordinates something, there's a bunch of them. Most of them are going, "Yep, you're right."
Yep.
So if you're the CEO of you, the moment you tell your brain you can't do something, it's going to agree with you. But the good news in that is the moment you tell it can do something, you know what it's going to do? It's going to agree with you.
And start going to work, man. And it'll start sifting all that 11 million bits of information per second that you take in every second and find what you can do and find the solution and work the problem, right? And you don't just say, "Oh, I can't," and you lay down and die. I mean, that's just so, it drives me insane when I see people waste the beauty of their genius saying I can't and I don't know. Like, I don't even ever want to hear. I mean, it's such a huge pet. I don't know. Well, then go find out. It just drives me insane, dude.
You know, there's always these studies about how much of our brain that we use, and it's always on average. Don't be on the low end of that average when they're working those formulas out, because when they say, "Oh, we only use 10% of our brain," that's on average, right? Don't be the guys who are using 3 and 4%. don't you have so much power in there, and so when we work with folks, you know, the biggest thing you hear is, "Oh, okay, you know what?" Oh, because it starts sounding familiar, because it's always in you. We're just teaching you how to, gain access to what's already in there, because that's the real challenge, is how do I get in there and get it out and pull it out? We all have these abilities. You have superpowers that you're not even aware of, that we're going to reveal to you, that's going to allow you to move forward and be able to walk in the greatness that you deserve.
Look at the big brain on Brad. Right? No, keep chilling, flock of seagulls, not you. Say what one more time. All right, so sorry, Dutch. You missed maybe you're talking about big brains. Look at the big brain on Brad. All right, so listen, this has been, the hour's gone. It's been a fantastic show, Dutch. I miss you. But I'm coming home tomorrow. But I'm not coming home to Pennsylvania, but I'm coming home to South Carolina. I can't wait to see my wife and kids. And you and I are going to Florida in a couple of weeks, so I can't wait for that. We got a Dutch and Andrew road trip. That'll be fun. Right, and then we're going to Maryland after that. And a couple of weeks after that, right? We're going up to Baltimore.
Yeah,
I think we are. Yeah, right. So we're going to meet in Baltimore. So we're going to do Florida. We're doing Baltimore. The road show is starting, man. The Dutch and Andrew road show, right? It's like the train is moving. So it's very exciting, because I love when we go out and we get to affect people's lives face to face. And I love the radio. I love doing the coaching calls, right? But I love the face to face too, man.